they will come true. Come on, everybody. If you love the Lord, you see me.
Question.
Yes, sir. You got right there. You want to ask Reverend Ron?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Reverend Ron, you got a question over here.
Would you, sir, talk about the instruments that you played, the instruments you played to make the band at Memphis State, what instruments you played, and what advice you would give to rising musicians, no matter how old they are?
Gotcha. That's the
Oh,
question.
yes. I played an instrument that I didn't even understand what the instrument was, but a man at my high school, my band director, like Mr. A.L.L, was a band director back then, and his best friend, I went to Leicester High School. His best friend, Mr. George Cowser.
Okay, I won't hold that against you.
That's all right. But I played an instrument called the French horn. And I got the W.C. Hanley Scholarship for 4 years. Back in those days, $2,000 a year was a lot of money. Today it would be a nice little scholarship. But the Elks gave out the W.C. Hanley Scholarship from Lieutenant George W. Lee. They used to give that out to myself. They gave it to myself and a guy named William Harper from Carl, saxophone player, went to Tennessee State. He's dead now. And, so many great musicians seem sometimes to give up, sometimes to let the wrong road catch up with you. We all have the opportunity to see the wrong road. We have the opportunity to go down the wrong road. There's no mystery to understand what drugs are. But the thing to understand is how to say, if it did you bad, what will it do for me? Have you ever seen a man that's a crack addict with a big love at home, and children and family? Most of them I've seen, they lost everything they had. And they had a chance to be really smart. The next instrument I played, I get off trumpet, the brasses. My new instrument is the instrument I played behind your song. Beautiful song. Called melodica. It's a German instrument. It's a big instrument over in Germany and overseas. I play the organ. I'm the minister of music for Greater Middle Baptist Church. Reverend Benjamin Hooks is a pastor of that church. I was with Stax Records. I started with Stax Records in 1969. I was in the writing team of Hayes, Poole, and Williams. I got my job because Isaac Hayes got hot. And he didn't have time to write songs and produce records, so I was a little kid out of Memphis State that knew how to write it down on paper, the notes. That's before computers. I mean, right before computers too, real close. But the Lord always got a way to have a spot for you if you just trust Him and speak into existence. What do you want? See, He said He would give you. He didn't say you would earn it. He said He would give you the desires of your heart. The only thing for you to do is to believe it and step out on what they say, faith. Going to Memphis State, I never will forget it. We was getting ready for Ole Miss game, and that summer we had summer practice, and all these white kids and 3 black kids out there, and I was so scared. I mean, I was scared. I never seen hollering at white people and being happy. We had to stay in our community, you know, and I was scared. When I got out there for summer practice, I was marching The whole band turned one way, and I turned the other way. The band director was up on some ladders real high looking at the band. He said, stop the band. He said, Williams, come in. He brought me down in front of the whole band and said, I'm going to have a personal word with you. He looked me in my eye and told me something I'll never forget. Been with me all the way from that day to this day. He said, Williams, you can't mess up. I said, you want to know why? I said, yes, sir, Mr. Ferguson. That's the piano player that he was talking about a few minutes ago. I said, Mr. Ferguson, I want to know why I can't mess up. He said, because you look like a fly in a glass of buttermilk.
Oh.
I don't know how to feel. I don't know whether to be upset, get mad, but like Ron told you, I always try to find the best out of every situation. I said, well, he probably telling the truth. So I say, when you paving a way for a group of people to follow, you have to keep your nose especially clean. You have to practice that extra 30 minutes to be extremely gifted. I made the A stage band out there playing piano. They never seen a black piano player playing in the stage band in Memphis State. I made the symphony on the Vincent D. Frank playing French horn. And when I got with Stax Records, I made a lot of money. I mean a lot of money. One day I was so poor, I always told Mama, I said, I'm gonna retire you, Mama, and everything will be all right. She said, baby, you're too slow. Think about, even though I was on a football team, because my uncle said that piano players were kind of, but I knew I wasn't like that. That's what my uncle said, boy, you can't play the piano. My mama cried and said, baby, you're my only child, and you do that for me. So I played football and played the piano. I played football and hated every minute of that practice. Pulling that big tie around and all in the locker room, got to smell like you never lived. But it teaches you how to be strong and how to pray and how to trust God for what you believe in. I feel your spirit back there, young man. Dreams do come true. See, all this that we're going through even right now is really about you. And you, young Jordan. For you to stand and be honest, to be forthright. It's only two things you ever gonna do anyway, all the time. You're either gonna be in or you're gonna be out. You're either gonna be right or you're gonna be wrong. You're either gonna be rich, you're gonna be poor. You're either gonna live or you're gonna die. You just pick what two things you want. Because it's for you if you can see it. You might not have it in your hands at that moment, but dreams always come true. I say this and I mean, I thank you, Brother Ron, for the interest you showed in our community. For talk is cheap. It's easy for a lot of people to say what we ought to do. You are actually doing it. And I thank God for you. Your vision, may you be blessed. Beyond your wildest imagination. The dream truly come true. Thank you, sir.
Wow, I'm glad you asked that question.